I am not in support of the state of Nigeria. I am not in support of how Nigeria is today. But no matter how convincing, that Nigeria has become so deplorable, it doesn't necessitate the concept of Biafra as an option. If anybody is telling you that sitting at home on Mondays is for the purpose of telling the federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu, or we will keep sitting at home on Mondays, then you are the biggest fool that has ever been created on this planet.
Hello my people, una welcome to our channel. This man for inside this video where I go play for now, what I go see, he don't come out, don't they tell us the reason why Igbo people no go fit achieve Biafra. He talk plenty things inside the video where even myself I surprised for some of the things where he talk. I go play the video for now. What we see, una go watch, una go understand the reason why he talk all these things, because he break everything down so that una go fit understand the reason why he know they support Biafra. For inside the video, he talk say he no support that sit at home lie because Samuel Ekpa will bring that sit at home thing. He dey for inside Finland with him family, they work and in the shop. He say Samuel Ekpa just there for Finland, they give order and they allow other Igbo people, they kill innocent Igbo people. You know, they allow Igbo people to go work on Monday, and that thing, you know, make sense for inside him face at all. He no like that thing, and that one now one of the reasons why he himself, he no feel say that Biafra matter, he go feel work. He talk say that Nnamdi Kanu when they put for inside prison, say he go want me they release her immediately. But he no support the way where Nnamdi Kanu they use take handle this whole Biafra matter. And waiting in talk for inside the video be that too. So waiting me I go do now be say I go play the video so that una go watch the video and self make una hear waiting in talk.
Hello and welcome. My name is Magnus Oraka. Now I'm going to talk about a very sensitive issue. Sensitive in the sense that it is indeed sensitive to most people, particularly from the southeast. But then I have to say something about it, because this is, at the end of the day, Water TV, where we say it as it is. Now, before you start thinking anything about my allegiance or my loyalty or my honesty, please understand one thing first. I am not in support of the state of Nigeria. I am not in support of how Nigeria is today. But no matter how convincing, that Nigeria has become so deplorable, it doesn't necessitate the concept of Biafra as an option. Now let me say something. Do I support a one Nigeria? Yes, if we have the right leadership. Do I support breakup? Yes, if Nigeria cannot work. Now there's a guy who has been calling me and feels he wants to teach me. He wants to tell me things I don't know. Well, I don't need to delve into history, because I told you in my previous video, history is only important when we will take from it to fix the future. If visiting history will bring out memories that will elongate wars, conflict, and discords, then history becomes useless. Let me say something. Everybody in the South is tired of Nigeria as it is. And everybody in the South wants a union. But the ideology behind Biafra, particularly as it is formed by IPOB, is not and can never be endearing to non-Igbo speaking people in that region. Never. And let me take a few of them and ask, if you are in the shoes of your neighbors, would you accept these ideologies? Number one, the sit at home. If anybody is telling you that sitting at home on Mondays is for the purpose of telling the federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu, or we will keep sitting at home on Mondays, then you are the biggest fool that has ever been created on this planet. They sit at home order, an order created by somebody whose family is not in Nigeria, whose children is not in Nigeria, who himself does not sit at home on Monday. Simon Ekpa. He doesn't cut off his job or any means of living every Monday. Those Igbos in Finland don't sit at home on Monday. They go to their offices, they go to open their businesses, and they go to job. But tell you in the Southeast to sit at home because you want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Now, do I like the fact that Nnamdi Kanu is incarcerated? Hell no. I don't support it. I don't support it. Do I want Nnamdi Kanu released? With immediate effect, he should be released. Do I support what the ideology has brought? Hell no. The sit at home in the Southeast is just an order to establish the relevance of a few people who wants to maintain command and control in the Southeast. Period. Because you cannot, in all honesty, convince me that you are asking able-bodied men and women to sit at home in the Southeast for the purpose of releasing Nnamdi Kanu, who is incarcerated in Abuja. Whereas the Igbos in Abuja who have shops and businesses in Abuja go about their daily needs in Abuja, but ask people in their region to lock their shops. Trust me, here on this internet, I have a lot of people who tell me they want to leave, they want to come home, but they are afraid to go to the Southeast because the moment you come from abroad, they see that you have brought a lot of money, oppression and all of that. So they prefer to stay in Lagos and ask those that want to come and see them to come to meet them in Lagos. I have discussed with people like that. Trust me, I'm not making these things up. Now, if you are saying Nigeria is bad because you are being marginalized, and here you are already making it difficult for people to have freedom of expression, freedom of choice, freedom of business, freedom of movement. You're already taking out different types of freedom from people, and you say you are fighting for freedom. I fail to see the type of grammatical adjective to describe this confusing paradox. You cannot say you are fighting for freedom when in return you are depriving people of their freedom in their own land. That federal government is not even going, federal government is not the one imposing sit at home. Federal government is not the one saying that, federal government is not the one making the place fearful for people who want to come and visit there. Federal government is not the one putting roadblocks. In fact, according to testimonies from people in the Southeast, there are more roadblocks per kilometers in the Southeast than any other place in Nigeria. So, if you truly want Nnamdi Kanu to be relieved from sitting at home, start from Abuja. The day every Igbo man in Abuja starts locking their shops that they want Nnamdi Kanu released. What's that? Rockview Hotel in Abuja. That's one of the biggest hotels in Abuja. The day an Igbo man locks that hotel, that we don't open this business on Monday because we want Nnamdi Kanu release. All the shops in Nyanya, all the shop in Masaka, all the shop in Maraba, those shopping complex, Area 2, Area 3 shopping complex, lock them up. All the hotels owned by Igbos in this thing, lock them up. Then we know that you are serious. But if you are telling me that you are sitting at home in Imo, in Anambra, because you want Nnamdi Kanu, who is locked in Abuja, to be released, that's a lie. That's hypocrisy. That's huge. You are telling yourself a big lie. You are not sitting at home because of Nnamdi Kanu. You are sitting at home because certain people want to tell the world that, look, we have the power to make this thing happen. That's what this thing is all about. It's about power tussle between proponents of Biafra and governments of governors of Nigeria. So you used to be factual and truthful. Now you're, well, that's your point. That's your problem. You get me? So I thought the sagacity and the IQ an Igbo man employs in business could be translated to politics. But clearly, if you see the approach of an Igbo man to politics, you clearly know that even a 6-year-old northerner understands politics than an Igbo man. That's just the truth. Because they sit at home in the Southeast, it's never about politics. It's simply about control, command and control. Certain people who wants to use the sit at home to establish their control power in the Southeast. It's never about releasing Nnamdi Kanu. Never. So if you are sitting at home and you are thinking it's because of Biafra, or because it will lead to getting Biafra, then you are the dumbest human being that is still alive on earth. Because everybody, those from Edo State, those from a Delta State, those from Kogi, we are all facing a failed nation. Nigeria is failed, not only to Igbo, but to everybody. But why is it that it's only in the Southeast that you have tension and insecurity the most, caused by Igbos themselves? The insecurity in the Southeast is not caused by the federal government. It's yourself. I know of somebody who wants to go and bury his father, but was asked to go and take permission from a certain group of people, and you have to pay them before you bury your father. And it must not be on a certain day. So for me, the sit at home is never about a struggle for Biafra. It's never about a demand to release Nnamdi Kanu. It's purely a power struggle by a group of people who have found a means to enrich themselves on the pretext that they are fighting for freedom for a group of people. This Abara Emmanuel, let me block you. Oh, I'm going to ask you to come in, and you would accept. Abara Emmanuel, I'm asking you to come in. Don't just hide in the comment section and start insulting and you're a failure. Because you like it when they talk to Yorubas. You like it when they speak the truth to Yorubas. You like it when they speak the truth to the Hausas. But when they speak the truth to you, you start insulting that people are failures, people are this, people are that. For how many years you have been sitting at home, depriving yourselves huge incomes, billions of naira, for a protest that nobody is listening to. A process that is having very little effect. If Tinubu is going to release Nnamdi Kanu on account of your sit at home, if you believe that Tinubu will release Nnamdi Kanu because you are sitting at home on Monday, then truly, those behind it have the IQ of a newborn baby. Because I've never seen the logic behind it. No logic at all. So that ideology alone, so which means today, if we have this Biafra, the Biafra you claim includes data and let me calm down, Magnus, calm down. That means you are saying today, if we have this Biafra and it includes data and Edo, hypothetically speaking, some group of people can just say, don't come at home, don't come and sit at home on Monday, and then you force everybody to sit at home. If you come out, you'll be beaten. So where is the freedom you are fighting for? When you cannot establish freedom for your own people, even before the Biafra, there's no freedom yet. You say you are fighting for freedom for Nigeria. When you are imposing sanctions on your people, preventing them from going out to lawfully and legally look for their daily bread. When you are when you are preventing people from speaking their mind, when you are preventing people from having a choice of narrative, when you are preventing people from having parties when they want to have parties, having burials when they want to have burials, preventing people from being themselves, and you say you are fighting for freedom, they don't dash you money to come, they talk this one. Oh my goodness. Nigeria is a funny place, I swear to God. Nigeria is a funny place. So trust me, I am with you. I want a country that works. If the country cannot work, break up. I'm with you 100%. But the way you are going about this Biafra, if it is this Biafra you want to sell for me, foul. In the words of Zebudaya, Okori something like that. So that in itself, it's to me, it's the most senseless approach to an agitation. Very, very senseless, because the last time I had an English on the film. Last time I checked, if you want to protest, you carry out a process that causes a disadvantage to the person you are protesting for. You don't inflict yourself because you want pain to go to this other person. Let me see. If my son wants to protest now, okay, maybe my son knows how to. My son is the only one that knows how to operate. Operate the internet. And because I offended him, he said he will not operate my phone for me again. Now he's protesting because his protest will prevent me from enjoying certain privileges. But in this case, you are protesting, and the protest you are protesting does not prevent who you are protesting to from enjoying any privilege. So how will your protest affect him to listen to you? Your sitting at home does not affect anybody in Abuja. Rather, it affects yourself. And you want this, it's none of your damn business. All these people, thank God I said, bring all this topic, I go just determine them, I will spot them one by one. Biafra Peking. You get me? So it's painful, because the reason why I'm commenting on this, you say my region, you say my own region is part of your Biafra, so I have to speak. Don't say do not say it's none of my damn business. You included my good people of Robo, my great brothers in Edo State, my beautiful people of Ishani Soko in your Biafra. So don't tell me it's none of my damn business. Don't insult me by telling me it's none of my damn business, because it is indeed my business. If you ask me to keep quiet, I am not part of your goons that you ask to sit at home or keep quiet when you bring draconian ideologies that only keeps us permanently in this bondage. Okay, that's one. That's the sit at home. The other part of the ideology that is so annoying, which there's a guy that is trying to call me, say he wants to teach me. This idea of identity. The most proud people of the identity is an Igbo man. Every Igbo man is proud to be an Igbo man, which is okay. I love it. It's a beautiful thing to have an identity. If indeed you have an identity you are proud of, why then do you go about trying to change people's identity? Why do you go out to tell people that these people, you are this, you are this, you are Igbo, all of us are Igbo? No, all of us are not Igbo, sorry. Then another one, don't show again. Shut your trap. That's the only thing you can do now. Okay, can you please face your front and mind your business? Then shut your trap if you are not part of it. Why complaining? I can only shut my trap whenever you are mentioning Biafra. You don't mention my people part of it. Then I will shut my trap, because what you concern me, I'm not talking to the Fulani, because the Fulanis have never said Urubos are part of Fulanis. I can never. Why am I not talking to Odua? Because Odua have not included me in their Biafra. But you are adding me, and then you are telling me to keep quiet. Can you imagine this kind of? You add me as part of Biafra, and you say I should not have a say to it. I should not add how I want it to be. I should not point out what is bad about it. How in the world will you go and meet somebody and say, no, you are Igbo? You are Igbo. Your name is Okechukwu, you are Igbo. Your name is, you are answering Naman Okechukwu, you are Igbo. Okay, you are answering Emeka, you are Igbo. And the person tells you he's not Igbo, you say, no, you are Igbo. You cannot build an ideology from the things you said were meted on the Igbos that warranted you to start fighting for that freedom in the first place. On that one, I'll show itself again. Let me start blocking the one by one. Chukuma Silas. Nobody's living in your Biafra land. You cannot call, please stop calling Delta and Edo as Biafra land. We've never been part of Biafra land. And that's another thing. The Midwest, which is currently today Delta and Edo, was never part of any Southeast. The Midwest is the only region with a document identifying it as a region. Midwest, there's a document to that effect. Now, if you are saying now that because there are Igbos in Midwest and because of Igbos that are indigenous there, part of that place is automatically Biafra. Now look at it. Of course, it does not make sense to you because you are the one championing the ideology. So if there are robots in Igbo now, I can as well say that because there are robots in Anambra State, Anambra is part of Midwest. You do not do that. Is the wrongest ideology. That is the wrongest ideology because it only spells problem even before you get the country. You're only digging what will start a problem, because if you begin to create a nation on the basis of tribal affiliation, you create a problem of entitlement. That means when we get this Biafra, these Igbos, those who are Igbos, will feel more entitled because what brought about the country in the first place was the identity of Igbo. So every woman will feel that, yeah, we own this country more than you. Okay, you are Urubu. Now we bring come. You see, you're already creating a psychological problem even before the country started. So these are the teachings Nnamdi Kanu did that made me. I joined IPOB for 3 months. I joined it. I took the oath and I observed. And my conclusion in IPOB was simple, that Biafra under IPOB was simply put an Igbo expansionist stroke Igbo supremacist agenda, period. And those who align with this ideology are the ones shouting, we want Biafra, we want Biafra, we want Biafra. Take it or leave it. Your 5 states will not cut it out to get a country. That 5 states will never be mature to get a country. You know it will not happen. For you to remotely get a sense of happening, you need the South to join. And there's no problem with that. I don't have a problem with joining Biafra. I really don't have a problem with it. But if it's going to be on the basis that I must be an Igbo man to join Biafra, then there is a problem. You get me? But Joshua, Mr. Oraka, how can you answer Okechukwu and refuse that he is not Igbo? You see, that's your problem. And you say Yorubas are tribalistic. How do you identify a people's identity because of name? I gave you an example in my previous video. I am an Orobo man. Our neighbors are Isoko. Isoko, they answer Efe. They answer Ogene. They answer Ochiko. They answer almost every name we have in Orobo. The Isokos answer it too. If we listen to them, we can hear virtually everything they say. But no Urobo man will ever identify an Isoko man as Urobo. No Urobo man will go and tell you, say, Isoko, because you're answering Ife, you are Urobo. No, they have an identity. For goodness sake, respect who they say they are. They are not Urobo. That is who they want to be. Leave it. Why you begin to force them on basis because they bear the same name with you? Therefore, you see, you're already causing problem. Biafra, on this ideological basis, that thing has already failed even before it comes. If you cannot allow people to have a choice of identity unless the one you tell them, you're already causing a problem. So this idea of answering Igbo name is a delusion you are pursuing that will never be accepted. You can never go to this one and say on the basis of the fact that there are Igbos in this land it belongs to Biafra. On the basis of that there are Igbos in this land belongs to Biafra. If that's the ideology you are pursuing, there will be fight. You can't come and claim Delta State part of Biafra because Igbos dwell in Delta. We go fight to not die. I swear to God. It can't happen. If that is the basis upon which you want to claim Delta State, because Igbos are in Delta State, therefore Delta is Biafra. Irrespective of how the other people feel, doesn't matter. Igbos are already in Delta State, then problem go do. And you cannot intimidate me to accept that ideology. You cannot coerce me to accept that ideology. It's wrong. Why not pursue an ideology of negotiation, an ideology of conviction, an ideology that binds us on the basis of a common problem, on the basis of a common culture, on the basis of a common tradition? Why must it be on the basis of indigenous Igbos? See what the toss I go buy for my one Nigeria. Let me start identifying them and block them. The greatest delusion you give yourself is that because Nigeria has failed, your Biafra will become Dubai, this, that. That's a huge delusion. It's not going to work. Everything about your already show is going to fail. It's going to fail. Please, if you want your Biafra, leave my people of Delta State and Edo State, leave the entire Midwest out of it. I beg you in the name of God. If this is the ideology that a group of people who are not part of the government can actually enforce a seat at home, and people will comply to it, and there's nothing the government of the day can do about it, leave us out of it. If the basis of your Biafra is that your identity, the accepted identity that makes you more Biafran than others, is when you claim to be Igbo, please leave us out of it. Please leave us out of it. You can decide to unfollow me. I realize these days I've been getting my followers are reducing. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm not in this business because of followership. I'm in this business to say the truth, irrespective of how much painful it is. Get me? I am not saying I don't want to be part of the Igbos. I'm not saying I don't want to be in the same country with the Igbos. That is not what I'm saying. But if the ideology that is driving that sense is the fact that because Igbos are in Delta State, Delta is Biafra. Because Igbos are in Rivers, Rivers is Biafra. Because Igbos, it is already defined by a tribal affinity or a tribal proclivity, and therefore it's already a failed state. Mr. Oran, some part of Delta are Igbo, and Delta is part of the Biafra land. You see there, yeah? All of you are funny. You are funny. If that is how you want to get your Biafra because of indigenous Igbos, you in fact, Fulanis and the Yoruba will just be sitting us. Now we go fight that fight. We'll fight that fight to the end. If that is how you want to get your Biafra, because these same people, when they say the civil war, the coup was an Igbo coup, you say no, it is not an Igbo coup. Major Kaduna Nziogu was not an Igbo man, was from Delta State. You see, in that instance, you are rejecting them to be Igbos. When it comes to Biafra, you say no, they are Igbos. Who are you kidding? In one instance, they are not Igbos. In one instance, they are Igbos. So the Igbos in Delta State, they are Igbos of convenience. You decide when they want to be Igbos, when you want them to be Igbos. You understand me? So when you want them to be Igbos, they become Igbos. When you want to discard them as non-Igbos, you tell them they are not Igbos. Look, stop fooling yourself. You are not. We are all wise. Everybody in that region, we are all wise. We are very, very smart. Nobody. You have sense of business, fine, but don't think your sense in business is enough sense to translate every other type of IQ that is necessary. You can't do that. You can't do that. So if you are telling me that because you have Igbos in Delta, that is the reason why you put Delta as Igbos, you've already set a foundation for fight, and that fight you will get it 100%. If you are not coming in a form of negotiation, I want to form a control. This want to be for you, this want to be for us. Let's come together, let's find a way of equality, let's talk how we'll do together and benefit everybody where nobody's. If that is not how you are coming, if it is true, because Igbos are in Delta State, Delta is Biafra. Because Igbo are in Edo, Edo is Biafra. Because Igbo are in Rivers, Rivers is Biafra. You're already setting a foundation for fight. And trust me, that fight, you will definitely get it. Because you can't just bring an ideology that says people are rubbish. Imagine I had to, almost 3 years, I had to fight to tell people that, look, my name Oraka has nothing to do with Igbo. They say, no. How can you be bearing Oraka and you say you're not Igbo? I said that my name Oraka has nothing to do with Igbo. They said a lie. I'm Igbo. I said Oraka means somebody from Edo State. My grandfather was an oil merchant. He takes oil from Opara to Delta State and he's to Edo, and he stays in Edo more. He lives in Edo more. So whenever they want to refer to him, they say, that man that lives in Edo, because that Oraka. So that was how he got his name, Oraka, one from Edo. So the fact that there's a similarity in spellings and pronunciation does not change me to who I am. If you cannot respect my identity, If you cannot respect my identity for who I say I am, then that Biafra is already a recipe for commotion if we get it. Simon Iheson, I think say you are a nice person. I don't know say you comment like, see all of you, this your Igbo arrogance is what will kill you. It's what will, sorry, Facebook policy. You see, you are so arrogant. When people pray, you're so arrogant. You think because of your population, you look at us minorities that we cannot speak, we cannot air our mind. It's how you want it. That's how they will follow. You say, look at what this idiot is saying that Igbos are fighting already, so Igbos are not afraid of another fight. You see what that comment means, that it doesn't matter what we feel. That fighter that I said you get it. You can already see the mindset behind this your stupid Biafra. You can already see the mindset that is behind it. A mindset that says whether you like it or not, because Igbos are here, that place is Biafra. Yeah, you got because it's a very, very stupid mindset. It's a mindset that is a recipe for war. And I tell you with all sense of decency, that fight that you are looking for based on this ideology, you will get it. You will definitely get it. Now, when you see me speaking like this, please don't think I hate the concept of unity. I am one person that wants us to unite more than everything in this life. Because the only reason why the caliphate has ways of taking our oil, coming into our places, arresting our activists without a dam is because we are not united. But we cannot be united on the basis of you telling me what I do and I have no choice to reply back. We cannot be united on the basis of you saying that this is how I want Biafra to be, you must accept it that way. We cannot unite on that premise. We cannot be united on the fact that because the Igbo say that place Biafra, because the Igbo say that place Biafra, and whether we like it or not, whether the minorities there like it or not, so long as Igbos identified in your region, that place is Biafra. Haba waiting now. Even Britain that conquered areas didn't conquer area and became British Empire based on that ideology now. Waiting. Fulanis have been dominating this country for years, but they have never come to any place and say, you are a Fulani man. You are a Fulani man. They didn't do that. They didn't conquer areas on the basis of forcing people to accept that somebody is buried Ekechukwu and he said it's not Igbo. For goodness sake, if you cannot accept it, then there's going to be a problem. If somebody tells you it's not an Igbo man, I say no, you must be an Igbo man because of your name. That means the people behind the concept of Biafra are so idiotic. It's so idiotic. If you cannot bring an ideology on the basis of equality, on the basis of common interest, on the basis of tradition, culture, on the basis of equality of interest, equality of purpose, then you are worse than the Fulanis you say you want to be free from. Then finally, one of the ideology, finally, which is may not be, see, I'm going to say something a Fulani man, a Fulani friend told me, which I will also agree. He said something. He said, if today we said, okay, we have repented. Honestly, we Fulanis, we have mismanaged this country. No. We want to fix this country today. The Yorubas come and say, no. We have mismanaged this country. No, we have been wrong on Igbos. No, it's time to, no, we have been so wrong on the Igbos. We've been marginalizing them. We've done so wrong for the Igbos. Now we want to recompense. We want to do them good. Now, Igbos, sorry, no, I beg, we've done wrong. I beg. We don't want to contest this presidency again. We want to hand over Nigeria to you so that you can rule it and repair it the way you want to repair that your Biafra. Please, by tomorrow morning around 6, bring one person that we will give this country to so that the person can lead this country and fix it. Do you know that before that 6 o'clock tomorrow, about 4 or 5 people will buy? They will buy or unalive about 6-7 people because they will lack the ability to consensuously arrive at a consensus. Okay, this is the man that should lead us. It's not possible. But I can tell you that if the same opportunity were given to the outside, will say, okay, by tomorrow morning, bring one person that will rule this country. I can tell you that in less than 2 hours, they'll bring one person. Same to the Yorubas. Same to everybody except an average Igbo man. Because why? They are mostly individual. Nobody wants to sacrifice his own interest for others. Everybody wants to be king. Everybody wants to rule. Everybody wants to be top there. Nobody wants to say, okay, since this is one spot and there are 6 of us going there, let 5 of us sacrifice for this one person. The idea that if I can't get it, let none of us get it, will come there. And they will fight till daybreak. So let me wrap up this video. Sorry if I have offended, like I didn't intend to offend you with this video, but I have to say it, you know, because I don't know how to pretend. Honestly, I don't know. I wish I know how to pretend. I really wish I know how to pretend. I wouldn't have made this video. If I had known, if I knew how to pretend, if I was a hypocrite, I wouldn't do this video. But I have to say it because it's painful that part of the disunity in the South is caused mostly by those behind this Biafra, because the way you are going about it can never endear an honorable man. The way you are going about it will not make none of the minorities, none of the non-Igbo speaking area, they will accept it. The mere fact that you suggest that because Igbos are in this place, everybody there, including non-Igbos, is Biafra, you're already setting up a precedence for fight. And somebody's answering me that they are not afraid of fight. You get me? So those behind Biafra, it's more or less an ideology propelled by ego. Purely just ego. We Igbos, Igbos are great, Igbos this, Igbos are rich, Igbos are successful, Igbos are blessed, without giving a damn about the feelings of the people you are affecting. How do you go telling somebody that he's an Igbo man when he says he's not an Igbo? So which means if we have a country where the Fulanis are no longer influential, where the Yorubas are no longer influential, it is now between Igbos and the rest of people. That means we have no right to our own identity. We never get the Biafra radio. You're already telling us that we cannot identify with an identity we say we are. I can tell you for sure that that is the greatest offense of the whole Biafra concept. At least, sure you get me? That is the biggest offense for the Biafra concept on the rest of us. That simple idea of saying anywhere Igbos are, that place is Biafra. So our Igbo brothers wait there for Delta State now. Now, true, now they want to claim our place. They make them Biafra. Okay. If you want to join Biafra, you go climb boat, cross that Niger bridge, and go there. Because you cannot be used on the basis of your tribal affinity to claim us and make us be part of Biafra. It's not going to work. You know it's not going to work. If that is the basis upon which Biafra is founded, because there are indigenous Igbos in my area, that fight you are looking for, you will get it. It's period. If what I've said will make you unfollow me, please don't waste time. Unfollow me. I don't give a damn. This is the future of my unborn children I'm talking about. And I will not be too sentimental not to say it. If you cannot see Igbos and Robos and Isokos and Ishekiris as equals, if you cannot see yourselves as a people with a common interest, a common culture, a common tradition, and a common danger, and because of that danger that is common to all of us, let's come together as equals and share a common interest that benefits all equally, then Biafra is a failed ideology even before it started. My name is Magnus Oraka. Please follow this page and share this post now.
Una not here as he take analyze everything for inside that video. Wetin una get to talk about wetin him talk for inside the video. Make una drop wetin una get to talk for inside comment section. And if today na be the first time wey dey see our video, where they visit our channel, abeg no forget to like, no forget to share, no forget to subscribe, no forget to turn on your notification so that you go fit get other ogbonge videos from us anytime when we drop updates.